guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and welcome if this is your first time stopping by. So today I'm going to be doing a somewhat get ready with me, but I'm going to start calling this as a series of playing with makeup because it's not always going to be something that I want to wear out, so it's not always getting ready with me to go out. So it's going to be called Playing with Makeup, and today's focus is going to be on the new Disney Colourpop collection, so you guys can kind of see that stuff in action. Let me know if you guys like this idea. I came up with it last night and I thought it was a really good idea. So I'm going to just kind of talk through what I'm using. It's kind of going to be like a get ready with me, like a chit chat, but at the same time I just want to get ready and I am going someplace today, so the makeup that I'm going to use is going to be all of the Colourpop things that I have purchased, and I might throw in some of the other new items that I have recently bought in my last haul video if you saw that. If you're not, go check it out. So you guys might see a couple of things in action. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So my hair is looking really rough today, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna pull it back. So I'm sorry if I sound a little congested this morning. I just woke up congested. It's winter where I live already, so it's always great. So I'm going to start out with priming my face as usual. This has been the First Aid Beauty Priming Moisturizer. I really liked this. I'm not going to say it's like my favorite thing in the whole world, but it does the job and it hydrates my skin at the same time, so it's kind of a nice wake up to my face. And then for foundation, I'm going to try out the new Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. This is the one I talked about in my haul, and I've really been wanting to try this out, so I'm going to try this out. And I've also already been using the Double Duty foundation brush. Oh my god, this is amazing. It's really fast, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully this is the right shade. If not, we'll make it work. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the right shade. So this is a bit of a thicker foundation. It has SPF 15, so it's going to protect your skin. Even in the winter, you should protect your skin from the sun. I just pick it off the back of my hand, and oh, it's a good match, guys. It's a good thing. Okay. So this is a bit of a thicker foundation. I haven't really worn like a super thick foundation in a while, but I've always wanted to try this. This has been a foundation that's been out for a while, and as you guys can see, like it literally just blends right into the skin. Like this brush is a freaking miracle. I can't get over it. I think we matched really well for picking out my shade online, so that's a really good thing. So we will see how this wears. This is supposed to be a 12-hour wear foundation, so we shall see how that works. I don't have any new concealers, but I have been using this concealer, and I don't think I've talked about it. It's the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. This is a really good concealer, and it's like super inexpensive. Essence has very good products, and they're always really inexpensive. So I'm just gonna put this under the eyes, put a little bit in the center of the forehead, down my nose, around here. I always get really red around my nose. Let me know if that's something that you guys also deal with. And then around my mouth and my chin. Now, I haven't used this brush for concealer before, but let's try this out today. I have been using a sponge, but this might be a good chance to try this out. It's hard to get the smaller areas though, so we shall see. I know that they do make brushes like this for like concealer, so maybe I will have to invest in one. I don't know if Tarte comes with one or has one. I'll have to check their website, but I feel like I need my sponge. So I'm just gonna whip out my beauty blender here, blend that out. I think I might need to reapply the concealer on that eye because it definitely is not there. Like disappeared. Okay, so normally I would use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. You guys know I'm obsessed with that, but I've kind of been interested in trying out or going back to my Hourglass palettes. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I have both of them from last holiday. I didn't get the ones from this year, but I'm going to take kind of a mixture of the two. Like this one has, which one does this have? Dim light and diffused light, and this one has soft light and filtered light. So I might like work back and forth and use these to set my face today. So let's do that. The first one I'm going to take is diffused light, which is like that lighter color one in this palette. And I'm going to use this to set under my eyes. I used to be obsessed with these powders. I had like the full size of them, but they are super pricey for just like a powder, and I like my soft matte or not my soft matte, my stay matte powder, sorry. So like I just never really thought of like I needed to repurchase them, but I used to be so obsessed with them. And then they came out with these little mini palettes, and they come out with them every holiday. I haven't bought the ones from this holiday yet because I didn't find myself reaching for these every day last year, so I didn't really want to shell out that money again. I saw them in person yesterday. I don't know. I love this girl. There's this girl named Ashley Clady, I want to say is her last name. And she makes some of the best videos. I love her. She is so informed. I don't think she's like a super big YouTuber or anything, but you guys should definitely check her out. She is so cute, and she talked about these palettes, and I love taking her opinion because I really feel like she knows what she's talking about, and I think I might end up buying them. I don't know what to do, but I always listen to her. She has some really great opinions, and I think that she's a really good person to listen to. She does really good reviews and product. Like, she does these things like what I'm not going to buy, like what I'm going to pass on. So if you guys ever are interested in like finding somebody that's like super sweet and really informed but not like a mainstream YouTuber, let me know. I'll put her in the bottom, like in the description below, because I freaking love her. Like, every time she puts up a video, I'm like, I need to watch it. So, yeah. Okay, for bronzer, I guess we're going to go with a more shimmery bronzer today. And then we'll get into our other stuff. So, I'm going to use the same, one of these other palettes. This is the Golden Bronze Light. I'm going to use this one right there. And this does have some sheen in it. But it's okay. Today's Saturday. I'm allowed to go a little ham with the glow if I want to. I don't usually during the week, as you guys saw in my Get Ready With Me for work, I don't usually go very far with makeup during the work week. And I stick with a routine because it's easy and I like to sleep, so I kind of just keep the same sort of routine for a while until I decide I really need to change it up. But, yeah, I don't usually experiment too much during the week, so looking nice and glowy today. Woo! Gotta love the glow. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into the eyes. I'm first going to prime my eyes with my Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. Use any nude or neutral base that you want. You can use concealer. I don't really know. Like, half the time I don't use primer anymore, but it's I don't know. Tell me guys, like, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys use primer, or do you like ignore it, or do you just use concealer? Like, I don't know what to do anymore, because like primer used to be something that like everybody was like, oh my god, you need to use primer, but I don't really have oily lids. But I do feel like that, like the times that I experiment with makeup and I want it to last longer, I do still feel like it lasts longer with primer. So let me know if you guys feel the same way. We're going into this baby today, the Midnight Masquerade palette from Colourpop. And I'm super excited to play with this today. I will try my best to talk through the products that I'm using, but as you guys know, I'm not the best at that. So let's try to zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing that kind of sucks, like I love this picture, but I wish there was a mirror. Okay, we're gonna go into, I'm gonna start with Damsel, so this one right here. And I'm going to buff this, and this will be our, like there's really no transition shade, so it's more of like a crease shade. And I'm just gonna use a really light fluffy brush for this. This is a Morphe M533. I really like having a fluffy brush to work with all of these shades, so I'm just kind of buffing this out. Let me know if you guys can see me or not. I'm trying out some new lighting here, so give me a shout out if you like the lighting or not. I'm just gonna kind of extend that a little bit out. Okay, going into this is a Morphe X Jeffree Star brush, JS6. I'm gonna go into Pip, so it's that one right next to it. And this is a more neutral brown, and I'm just gonna kind of concentrate this right in that crease socket. Okay, now I'm gonna deepen it a little bit more. A Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Nutmeg, which is the one down here. And I'm gonna just kind of buff this on the outer half and into that crease there. So obviously we're going for a more neutral tone look, but this is not anywhere near like subtle. So okay, so I'm not gonna use the colorful tones today, but I will do a separate video because I'm looking at it and I'm really tempted to use one, but it's not going to go with what I already did. So I am going to go into Dolly. I think it's Dolly, but there's a J in there. But Dolly right here. Of course, I'm going to go for a more neutral shimmer. I know. But I have a kick that I'm going to do with this. So focus this on the lid. So I think my eyes are considered almond shaped, but I have a little bit of a smaller lid here. So I try to make sure I don't go too high because then you're going to get the shimmer in the crease. Oh, and the brush I'm using is the Morphe M124. And I really like this brush. For the record, I don't only use Morphe brushes, but I just have a lot right now that I've been using. I used to use Sigma. I really like my Real Techniques. I like Eco Tools, but the Morphe brushes have really good shapes and like different styles that you can try out. So I really like this because it's a smaller, more like tiny lid brush, which I really like. So on top of that shade, I'm going to go into Spinning Wheel, which is a beautiful like white with a pink reflect, so it's not really going to show up white, I don't think. And I'm going to tap that right on top of that color that we just put down. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it kind of becomes like a cut crease. And if you're really precise with your placement of the shadow, you can do that without even using like concealer or anything. But if you can see that, when you close the lid, obviously it's not super noticeable. Now you can keep that line there or you can blend it out. I think I'm just gonna keep it there. Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna start doing the under area. I always do eyeshadow underneath, and I'm gonna do the exact same routine. So I'm gonna do Damsel, then Pip, then Nutmeg, all underneath the lid. So I think I'm gonna leave the eyes here. We'll see if I decide to deepen it at all or anything from this point. But for right now, this is where I'm going to leave it. Now, moving on to the face, I have to decide what products I'm going to use. But, okay, so as you guys know, I always do highlight before I do blush because if I do too much on like highlight, then I feel like I can blend it better with a blush on top of it. So I'm going to go into my highlight brush, if I can find it. Here it is. So I use the Real Techniques setting brush for this. I love using this for my highlight. And this is going to be the Coronation Pressed Powder Highlighter. So this is the one with Sleeping Beauty on the front. And this is the color. So we're going to do this as our highlight. Now, some of these highlights, they're not like beaming highlights. They're more subtle. So I might build on this a little bit. We shall see. And then I'm going to do my nose. I always do the tip of my nose, like the little bridge area. Do a little on the chin, a little above the lip. So I'm going to go into Horse and Carriage as well, just to top it off, make it a little bit more of an intense highlight, just right on the peak. So for blush, I'm going to go into Kissin' a Frog, which is the Tiana blush, and this one's really, really pretty. And I'm just going to put that on the cheeks. This is more of a mauve undertone, but I think it goes really well with our eye color today. I always like kind of basing like kind of making like things monochrome. I'm not like, I hope I'm not like the only one that's like that, but I like, if I'm doing like warmer tones, I want to do a blush that kind of matches that so it looks like it works well together. And I put a little bit on the nose, a little bit on the forehead. You guys should know this by now. Not everybody does this, so this is kind of like my signature, I guess. But I'm just doing that. So really quickly, I'm going to go do my brows off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Brows are on. I have been using Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown and the Clear Brow Gel, which is like literally super glue for your eyebrows. So it's ridiculous. So for highlighting under the brows, I'm going to be going into my Violet Voss Creme Brulee palette, and I'm going to go into this white, sort of beigeish white shade, and I'm going to take a brush and just go under the brows with this. Then with my finger, I'm just going to bring a little bit and do it kind of like a matte inner corner highlight. For mascara, I have gone back to an oldie but a goodie, and it is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. So I'm just going to apply this and then I'll be right back. So to finish off the look, I have really been loving all of the Disney Designer lip products. I have lived like non-stop. I've been using these. These are like in my everyday makeup because I'm obsessed. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm going to use the Luxe Liquid Lip in Prince Edward, which is kind of more of a warmy coral shade. So we're going to use this one. And I feel like this almost looks a little too warm for the eye look that we did. A little bit, so I'm just going to tone it down a smidge with Beast, which you guys know I'm already obsessed with this one, so that's not even a question. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this playing with makeup today. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. You guys have been so supportive, and I love all of my super loyal subscribers that comment on every video. You guys make me so happy. So stay tuned for more videos like this. I thought that this would be a really good way for us to kind of play with the new makeup that I purchased in haul, and that way we can kind of, you know, see how it works together, and that way it's kind of like a get ready with me, but you can get a little bit more creative. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video or like videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to join my family here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one. Bye guys!